Welcome back. Thanks for staying with me. My colleague George Koenig is here. He's come to bring us the latest in the world of business. But George, welcome back from your visit to the Volta region.
Thank you so much, Kamla.
I imagine you had a good time visiting all those places of tourism value. Tell us about it.
Kamla, I think people don't really know that, the Volta region is rich with all these, tourist sites. It's really endowed. The prospects are very huge. And for me, it's laudable that, there's this conscious effort to promote tourism in that area. And there are some, sites that are tapped, others untapped. And for instance, the Kluto Mountain, for instance, if it's developed, in a year, it can rake in some 2 million cities. So that can be translated into, other, economic things that will develop the area. But there are ambassadors that have been selected to promote the area. They are doing their bit. But prospective, investors are needed to really, maximize the economic potentials in the region. And I spoke to the director of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Alexander Nketia, and he made me aware that they are, currently engaging, private sectors to develop the area. But the indigenous should know that if we want to develop the region, it behoves on them to be part of it. Okay. We shouldn't have this clarion call for them to admit, to know that, yeah, they should be there. They should consciously know that they should partake in that. And so we spoke to the regional director for the Tourism Authority, Alexander Nketia, and that's what he said.
Resources will not allow you to do all. So you would have to tackle as and when you go. You are aware we've done something at Tafi Atome. We've built an information center there to bring it up to a certain level. Similar thing is taking place here too. They've also been giving funding through the World Bank grants to also develop something. So you can see there's a guest house going up there. Very soon they'll be doing their receptive facility. The next community that we might pass through, they are about almost completing their receptive facility, which is also a facelift. So we are tackling them bit by bit. We'll be going to the waterfalls, and you also see that there are developments taking place there. So we can't do all at a go, but we are tackling them one after the other as and when the resources come in.
I'm sure when I mentioned crocodiles, the only place that comes to mind is Paga.
Yes, Paga.
Did you know that there existed one in Volta region?
Not exactly.
There are actually two of them there.
Okay.
But, the greatest challenge is, access routes are very terrible, especially when it rains and even the dusty roads and all that. So I'm sure when all these are developed, people can spend good time. Because if you're going to, let's say, Abedakpe, for instance, it will take, let's say, 3 hours on good roads. And now, because the road is deplorable and all that, it takes you 6 hours. So you're tempted to go there early, leave there quickly, and come back. So you don't really get much time to, enjoy the scenery at the site. And so the indigenous there want these roads, rehabilitated and constructed well to ensure that all the, potentials in that region are maximized to the fullest.
Right.
And also, we also spoke to some of the, the indigenous there. They admitted that, yes, if the tourism is, harnessed in the region, economic activities in the region will be boosted. So let's hear some of the contributions from the indigenous.
And the branding aspect, it's not easy this way to do lots of marketing because of our network. I'm sure some of you, as you have come here, we are not able to get any network at all. So even using the internet becomes a big problem. So it will be very good for us if we can have an upgrading of the masts that are around so that we can have internet connectivity.
Well, Kamla, before I leave, I know the Ministry of Tourism is ambitious to rake in some $5 billion annually through revenue. And I hope that if we really boost tourism in that region, its contribution would come in handy to realize that $5 billion.
And I think it shouldn't be, left to just the Volta region.
Exactly.
I mean, there are many other
exactly.
centers, across the country that are also having challenges with access to the places and even the social amenities.
Sure. So I'm sure maybe the ministry will, be swift in doing that.